Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, and just a few days ago, I finally got the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. So, so I'm just sure just about all you know what this is. This is basically just like a remastered edition of the original three Spyro games for the PlayStation 1. Just like how the Crash Bandicoot N.Sane Trilogy is a remastered edition of the original three Crash Bandicoot games for the PlayStation 1. So, yeah, I've been playing this game and recently, like ever since I got it. I've like had the Crash Bandicoot Saint trilogy for a while. I've been playing this, and really do like this. I like how it is really just like the original three games for the PS1 remastered, and yeah, this is basically the same thing. And so, yeah, of course, like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro really are like two of the most iconic PlayStation characters ever. So yeah, I'm just like especially since like how both of these characters have really not done very good ever since like the PS1 days ended like yeah, just like how much both characters have really gone to crap after like the PlayStation 1 because yeah, of course like the developers of Spyro originally Insomniac Games like after like the PS1 days they like left Spyro and went to do Ratchet and Clank and Spyro was like handed to like a different developing company. And yeah, Spyro just like ended up really like going to crap, and especially like his character design line has really like gone to crap. Especially like if you've seen like how Spyro looks in Skylanders, oh my gosh, they totally messed up his character, and even Crash has also like gone to crap as well. Like I really haven't really followed a Crash or Spyro since the PlayStation 1 days, but yeah, I have like seen like their characters, like how they look, and yeah, I've just talked about how Spyro has looked like crap, and yeah, I've seen like the covers of some like post PS1 Crash games, and yeah, Crash has really looked pretty stupid as well. So yeah, it's just a shame of like how badly Spyro and Crash Bandicoot have both gone down ever since PlayStation 1 days. But yeah, but with the release of these two games, both of these guys have now like really like been really redeemed in video games. Like, of course, like you can see in the covers of both of these games, they both like look really good, and they do look like how they should again. And so yeah, I am glad that they really do look good again. And yeah, even like in the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, they like do have like the original voice cast back to still voice the characters, including like Tom Kenny as Spyro, just like how it was in the original PlayStation game. Yeah, and I'm not sure if the original how many of the original voice cast did return for the Crash Bandicoot and Sane trilogy, but yeah, they still do sound like pretty good overall. Oh, like I don't know if they are still the same voice cast, but regardless, they are like they still do sound good as well as look good. So yeah, overall, I do like these two games. Like, I did get like the Crash Bandicoot and Saint trilogy like quite a while ago. It was like over a year ago. So yeah, I have like played this a lot in the last like year and a half. But I really haven't like actually completed any of the games yet because yeah, I've kind of like taken like quite the number of breaks for playing this. But yeah, and yeah, I just have really like haven't really gotten that far into this either. The Spyro Reignited trilogy. Yeah, I only started playing like the first Spyro the Dragon game. So yeah, but yeah, once I get to like the other two, like Ripto's Rage and Year of the Dragon, I can then like I'll begin to those like sometime as well, and yeah, I can like see how good those are as well. But yeah, I do overall like these two games, like the with these reboots, I guess, of the original three games of both series. So yeah, and what I just thought I would do is in this video, I would just kind of just talk a little bit about Crash and Spyro, like with the success of these two games, and I would just kind of just like talk a little bit about what I think like could be next in store next for both Crash and Spyro and what their futures may hold as far as how the success of these games go. So yeah, first of all, I do think that it is like with these two games, I do think like it is a good way to really like reintroduce like newer generations to like Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, because yeah, with like the original games, like Like, of course, like I grew up like during the when the original Crash and Spyro games were released. I really didn't play much of Spyro growing up, but I did like play Crash quite a bit. So yeah, and yeah, of course, like if you do like play the original versions of Crash and Spyro now, I mean they do. The graphics definitely don't look very good at all, but yeah, they were good for the time. But yeah, you look at them today, and yeah, they are really don't look very good by today's video game standards. And so yeah, and so for younger generations now, if they get these two games, it'd be a good way to really introduce like younger generations to both characters. Uh, So yeah, I really do like that. I think it is the release of these games is good for that way. And so yeah, and like I said, what could be next for Crash Bandicoot and Spyro with the release of these games? Because yeah, these games really have been like selling like really well and stuff. And so well, yeah, and like I said, I really haven't really followed Crash or Spyro ever since like the PlayStation One era ended for them and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, so I really am not sure like how many more of Crash and Spyro games have come out ever since like the PlayStation One and days. I know like there was the Crash Bandicoot Wrath of Cortex game that was like for the PS2, the Xbox, and the GameCube was it? I do know that, but yeah, I really haven't really been following them at all, so I don't really know how many games have come out since then. But yeah, with like these two remastered editions of the original well, PS1 trilogies, I really don't know. Like, what do you think could be? Do you think like maybe like the developers for both these games, like Vicarious Visions, which were the developers for the Crash and Sane trilogy, and also Toys for Bob, which are the developers for the Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Do you think that maybe like with the success of how these games have been doing, do you think maybe like they could actually like end up doing like sequels, like an actual like Crash and Spyro 4 or to one of these games, like they could actually like do another sequel, or like with a game that is a sequel to Crash Bandicoot Warped, which was the third PS1 game, and also Spyro Year of the Spyro 4, which would be a sequel to Spyro Year of the Dragon. I really do think that the interest could be there. I mean, since like Crash and Spyro really do look good in one of these games, I really do think that there would actually be an interest in doing like continuing on with the original series and just like continuing it on, like give like both a game series another sequel and stuff. So yeah, I do think that the interest could be there for them to actually do like another game, which is a sequel to both these trilogies. So I really do think that the interest is there, and I really would be interested to see like what they could do with it and how they could do to continue on with the events for these both trilogies right here. So yeah, or also like maybe even they could also do something that people have really been wanting for quite a long time. They could actually do like a crossover, like finally with a Crash and Spyro actually like joining forces and actually having like a video game crossover between with the two of them. I know like people really would love that, especially seeing like I said before, like just like how these two really are just like the like two of the most iconic PlayStation characters of all time and stuff. I mean, I really do think yeah, people really do want to see a crossover with the two of them joining forces to take down Cortex and any one of Spyro's enemies. I mean, it could be like Ripto, or it could be like some any of other Spyro's enemies, like just joining forces with Dr. Cortex and maybe Uka Uka and any of other Crash's is enemies. And yeah, they could Spyro and Crash could team up and try to stop them. I really do think that would be interesting. I know that they did kind of do a team up between Crash and Spyro back like in was it like 2004, 2005, somewhere in that time for the Game Boy Advance, where there was the Spyro Orange and Crash Bandicoot Purple games, where um where Spyro was battling Dr. Cortex and Crash was battling Ripto, and yeah, and also like in both games, like you had the like where Crash was featured in the Spyro Orange game, and Spyro was featured in the Crash Bandicoot Purple game. And so yeah, they did like kind of have you know a team up a little bit like that, but yeah, that was for the Game Boy Advance, and so yeah, you know how really the Game Boy Advance really they really don't yeah the Game Boy stuff itself, like they really like didn't have very good graphics compared to like the PlayStation and Xbox and Nintendo 64, GameCube, yeah, all the those consoles like that. So yeah, yeah. So who knows? Like maybe they'll actually get like a an actual like good one that people can actually play on their the big consoles like that, like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and all that, and actually like finally you make a Spyro and Crash Bandicoot crossover game like that. I really would love to see that. I mean, yeah, there are like it's just probably one of the biggest dream crossovers of all time in video games. So yeah, I really would like to get a game like that, and I know a lot of other people really would too. So yeah, who knows like what they could do next with Crash and Spyro with these remastered editions of the original trilogy. So yeah, and also like yeah, who knows? Like of course, like these games really do like also look very good, and who knows like how they were yeah, graphically of course these games do look better, but yeah, are they like as playable as the original versions of the games? I mean, yeah, because the graphics are one thing, but as far as gameplay goes, that's another story. So yeah, yeah, man, I'm not sure. Like, it's been quite a while since I have played like the original versions of both Spyro and Crash. But yeah, I did recently get like the original version of the first Spyro game, PlayStation One, right here, Spyro the Dragon. So yeah, who knows? I might. And also, of course, like, well, no, I shouldn't say of course, but yeah, I also do have like one of the Crash Bandicoot PlayStation games. That's not like one of the original three, but yeah, I also do have a Crash Bash right here and stuff. So yeah, yeah, and this is another good one right here. But yeah, who knows? I might like wind up like getting the try finding like the rest of the original trilogies of both Crash and Spyro, and maybe just play those. I'm kind of like just trying to see like how like these new additions compare to the original versions, and just see like which versions really are more playable. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But yeah, who knows like what could happen next with Crash and Spyro if they would actually like make another sequel to both original trilogies, or and even like give us like a Crash and Spyro crossover. Because yeah, the developers for Spyro Reignited Trilogy, Toys for Bob, they actually were involved in development for the Crash N.Sane Trilogy. So yeah, who knows? Maybe like Toys for Bob and Vicarious Visions will actually like join together and actually make this crossover. I mean, yeah, I guess like it is likely since like Toys for Bob did help with the Crash N.Sane Trilogy. Who knows? Who knows what could happen? I mean, only time will tell. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, overall, like I really do like the. Do think that the Spyro Night trilogy is really good so far from what I've played. Like I said, I haven't gone too far with it, but yeah, with it just being like a remastered edition of the original games, I probably will end up like liking the entire thing with the other two games as well. And I really do like the Crash N.Sane Trilogy as well, despite the fact that I have like been kind of like struggling with the first game quite a bit. But yeah, with the other two, I really have enjoyed. Like so, yeah, yeah. So yeah, I really do like both of these games, and yeah, we'll see like what does happen next for both franchises, and just see what the developers will have in store for us. So yeah, you guys can let me know what you think about both these games, and if you have actually played like the original versions, you can like comment on my channel and tell me like how you think these games act as like just remastered editions of the original ones, and which ones you actually do like better. Do you prefer the originals or do you prefer these remastered editions? Let me know which ones you guys prefer. All right, and yeah, you can just let me know like what you're thinking, and then yeah, also what I was talking about before with the Game Boy Advance games with the Crash and Spyro, the Spyro Orange and Crash Purple games. I'll put like the commercial for the preview down for that in the description if you want to see that. If you like have if you have forgotten about it, and just if it will freshen your memory up for the Game Boy Advance games for Crash and Spyro. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, you guys let me know what you think about what the future plans could be for both these franchises, and let me know what you think. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed what I had to say about this. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.